everyone, and welcome to another weekly analysis of Emini futures. We're looking into the Nasdaq 100 index futures. Today is Saturday 7th, and we're looking into the week of January 9th. There has been a little bit of, I would say, divergence between Nasdaq and between S&P. And let's actually start with the weekly to look at what's happening here. And if you look at the weekly here, as you can see, it got rejected in the previous week. Pretty much the same rejection in the last week. I would have liked if the week could have closed above the open price, which it did not. But I would say if there is a rejection here on that price here, and hence I'm a little bit more bullish here. I'm thinking that because of these two rejections, there can be two scenarios there from a pure supply, demand, and order flow. The sellers tried to sell. They took this big candle and this big candle. They took all the buy orders from here last week. They again tried to do that. So there are some more buy orders were left, and they completely closed that one. So if the sellers are exhausted, we'll see a squeeze here, testing these levels. But if they are not exhausted, if there is still selling pressure, then price action, what it will do is that it will open, test a little bit, it will like go green, and any short sellers, weaker hands will basically eat their stop losses and then sell off. In that scenario, what I would do, I would wait for such a fake out and fake breakout, and then when it maybe 11,190 or 11,180, that's where I'm more giving it some cooling point. I'll take a short there, obviously targeting 11,000, or even better targeting this 10,761 area. But if it breaks up, so basically breaks up that trend line, which let's go into the daily here. If it breaks up that trend line, which it did not confirm, it did break above the trend line but closed below the trend line. We want another green candle, maybe on a daily, and we'll look at the hourly also. And this trend line holds, that would be a great signal for us to take, I would say, a squeeze long, then targeting obviously this level here and this level here. You could see it went sideways, and hence there has been consolidation. After many days of consolidation, it closed with a green candle. Hence, chances are high that it will squeeze. But again, that I'm going into the prediction world, and I don't like to predict. Price action will prevail, and we'll see what happens there. Now let's zoom out here. If you zoom out, you could see here, it's pretty straightforward. Comes down, that's some orders are there, test that here. So your opportunity to take long, and obviously you will target these areas, obviously, if you're in a swing trade. And then rejection here, your opportunity to take short, get out of most of your short here, I would say, and have just a runner. And on retest of that one, you can enter another short there, or just don't do anything. And when this support area breaks, retest from the bottom here, you take a short, targeting that. That's how I traded it. I did not trade this part at all. I got stopped out somewhere around on this candle. So I had a stop here, right there. I got stopped out in this candle. So from here to here, you can see how many days that was. And then, pretty much I did not take any trade till here. So you could do something similar here, is that when it retests from the top, you take a squeeze and wants to squeeze up, you take a long there. But if it retests from the bottom, give it some cooling point. There may be fake out, thinking that, hey, we are going up, we don't fall for that. After stuff hunting is over, you pretty much you have to see the momentum. If the momentum is slow, watch a 5 minutes or watch a 30 minute or a 15 minute. And if the momentum is very slow climbing up, that means that's a stop hunting. But if the momentum is really fast, it's really printing green after green bars, then that's I mean candles, then that's a strong momentum, and that would be a signal to take a long. So again, watching the price action will give us the signal if we want to take a long or a short here. I'm still looking at that whole flag here, and now if we hold this resistance, we are looking up, setting up new lows, and it will be very interesting to see where we are on that one. So I would like to do some projections here. So let's do this projection here. Usually I don't do this, but let's see what are the projections. So you can see 25% is right there, which is a level for us, and then 62%, which is 61.8, is right there, which is also bottom of this one. Will NQ go there? I don't know. It will be interesting to see if NQ does that. But those are the projections as of now if this sell-off continues from a Fibonacci retracement projections. So that's pretty much it. Nothing, I'm not gonna go into details of gap fills. Please feel free to, if you have been following me for a long time, you know how to look at the gap fills, how to look at open orders or where open orders can be, and draw those channels accordingly. So I'm not going to go details into that. These would be the levels that I would trade going into next week, and will enter next week based on, I would say, price action. Little bullish here, so that tells me that I am biased, so I have to be very careful, because I would easily fall for the fake breakout, or make myself think that, oh, the momentum is really good, let's take a long, and lose. So I'll be watching my bias here, but that's what I'm going to do next week. So as always, keep your stop losses tight, your losses small, and your profit at large. Thank you for listening.